many teams, 6 rings with a pinky ring. Everybody used to picking me, now I'm the one that they picking. Snakes out, they hit scene, but I can't hear it when the crowd screams. Still balling like an offspring. This for all the ones that doubted me. Gotta lose once to be a true winner. Only want the hunters with the blues in it. Eating blood across it where the blood dinner. Juice stay turned like, you know. I've been through that water like Olympic swimmers. Only bread and butter what we ate for dinner. So I had to dream it till the dream is bigger. Only want the gold, we don't need the silver. Gotta be number 1, number 2 never count. Used to have bubble guts competition, now point them out. Making my babies proud, wanna call my mama a house. Coming straight out the south, gotta know juice to end the drought. Yeah, I bought like 23. Whoa, won't fall again and I put that on me. Yeah, I feel the way, my heart all on my sleeve. Yeah, that's why I had to put my wrist on freeze. Coming for the win, can't take another L. Designer on me, this that new Chanel. Did that splash, did that drill. Yeah, champion, huh? Yeah.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Los Angeles Chargers. On the return, it's Pharaoh Cooper. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
Now problems right out of the gate. We're going to get a delay. He didn't even try to signal for a timeout, so they must have not been aware of the numbers.
I think he lost track of the time left in the play clock and probably was trying to read the defense and trying to figure out which play to run and just lost track, and it cost him.
So a little bit of a stiffer challenge now. 1st and 15 following the delay of game. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
He did a fine job there of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get him, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
And a diving grab. I think he got that, yes. 22 yards there, a 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he'll take this one across the 45 up to about the 46-yard line.
The tackle by
Kenneth Murray, the linebacker, there to make the play defensively.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Charger territory now, here's a 1st and 10 down at the 31. From the gun, Bridgewater. Chargers able to get the pressure and bring him down.
Bridgewater.
Jerry Tillery, and it'll be a 2nd and long.
Taken down back at the 42.
Shotgun handoff now to McCaffrey. A good positive play there, 9 yards, but still 3rd and long.
He's tackled tackled at the 32-yard line. That's a gain of 9. Makes it 3rd and 11.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Jerry Tillery picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
10 yards. Brings up 4th down.
Now Bridgewater on 4th down. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. 27 yards, a big play there on 4th. So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. On the tackle, it was the West Virginia man, Kaiser White.
Brings up 2nd and 7 at the Chargers' 13-yard line.
On 2nd and 7, Bridgewater into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked by Nick Vigil. And the return will stop them well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line. That right there is the inauspicious start that they were hoping to avoid, the turnover on the first possession.
I love how you use those college-bound words like that, inauspicious. Well done. I really appreciate that. But here's the thing for me. I'm just wondering if their game plan is incorrect. You know, I think they felt like they could come in and throw it around pretty well. That interception early, they may rethink how they go about attacking.
After the turnover, here's Herbert. Try to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off here the 32. And they have the football and will set up shop at the 33-yard line.
At the 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Following the interception, here's Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. From the 28, it's 2nd and 5.
Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. That's going to be caught. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. From the 2, here's 1st and goal. On the ground, McCaffrey. And he's going to ball his way in for a Panther score. Taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Panthers are going to take a first-quarter lead.
We got a little bit of everything on that run. Offensive line creating some space. But how about the guy running behind his pads into the end zone?
What does that mean when a guy says running behind his pad?
It means that he's going to be a physical runner. That way he's able to use his shoulder pads, his forearms, anything to ward off people, but power his way forward.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this out to the 25.
For 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is caught. First catch for Keenan Allen. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
With the score, Panthers 7, Chargers nothing.
On 1st down, Justin Herbert. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
That one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
He's got a first down and more inside the 30. And finally marked down at the 23. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains.
First down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target, and he didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
So a loss of 5, and it'll be second down.
The tackle by Brian Burns. Tackled back at the 28.
Here's Herbert now on second down. And he finds a man on the crossing route. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. 18 yards on his first catch of the game. It's a first down. Out of the gun, Herbert. That is caught to the 7-yard line. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line. They'll contain him to just 4. Second down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before you get a good head of steam going.
And for a second straight play, just nowhere to go thanks to this Carolina defense.
And now 3rd and goal coming up, the loss on second down. That just means this crowd's going to get even louder, and they'll get a little bit of extra help from the defenders as they exhort them to join them in the effort.
Now Herbert, 3rd and goal. Strong coverage by Carolina, and on we go to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs, able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
On 4th down, Herbert. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And a good return here as he takes it up past the 30-yard line. Second interception for him now here in this first half. And you got to think he's a rookie, Charles. How much does confidence start to become a factor?
I think that's a great question because that's what they're going to check on when he gets to the sidelines. The coach is going to check on, his teammates are going to check on it, because when you haven't done it before, it's not something that's part of you. You got to see how you're going to react. Let's see how he bounces back.
Yeah, because 2 interceptions for him in college and a half. I mean, that just didn't happen. This is caught inside the 15. Touchdown, Carolina. Robbie Anderson. 68 yards. And the Panthers strike quickly here for 6 points.
Well, this is exactly where I expect teams to take a shot. Right after a turnover, you count on the defense being a little bit jumbled coming out on the field, maybe catch them back on their heels, and that's exactly what they did there. They threw it downfield and really created a big play.
Yeah, you said jumbled. They were the definition of jumbled defensively. One play and into the end zone.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they're in a bind early here, down 14-0. Are you worried at this stage or still too early?
You're worried. You're just trying not to transmit it to the rest of your team.
On Herbert, his 3rd interception. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Partner, what we just saw, that's a great example of a team that was really amped up. They've been playing so well, yet they didn't get overexcited and have a bust on defense and gave up a big play. Instead, they created their own big play with a pick 6. This one may be over.
Yeah, it's just the first half, but that lead has swelled to the point where you're wondering if it is over already. Joe Reed returning. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And we don't want to call this desperation time, especially in the second quarter, but you're down.
You don't want to.
No, but let me finish.
Okay, my bad.
You're down 3 scores already. You've done nothing offensively, nothing on the scoreboard. That's not a good combination.
I think you just called a desperation time. I think you did. But let's face it, you mentioned this to me in a break earlier in the game. The energy level hasn't been there right from the start. We've noticed that. They've got to find a way to get on their toes and start punching instead of retreating, to use a boxing analogy.
Herbert setting up to throw on first down. And to the right side here, it's Allen. That catch good for only a couple.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And he'll be taken down across the 50 at the 45 in enemy territory. A gain of 13. It's a first down. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. A shotgun snap for Herbert. He'll get this to Eckler. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
That's a good job there by the corner. We do talk about this a lot, that a lot of corners see their job as simply covering receivers. Tackling isn't everyone's thing. But in this case, he came up quickly and made a nice, sure tackle.
Off the play fake to Eckler, it's Herbert. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. That one covers 29 yards, 1st down. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers, they're able to cut into that deficit. The way this one was going, you just got the sense they needed something before half. They've at least got something on the board now. Still trailing, but a good sign.
That takes me back to our preseason tour of NFL camps. You remember we talked with that one coach who said his emphasis this year was scoring in the last 2 minutes of a half, heading into the locker room. This hits it right there. Take that momentum, take that good feeling, and take the locker room, regroup, and start over. They got it here.
They did indeed, and a lot of football, full half to be played. Bridgewater on first down. His throw incomplete. Robbie Anderson, the man he was looking for. And that'll bring up 2nd down.
CD, I want to sneak in a little NFC East talk here. I don't know what to make of this division. Through 4 weeks, they are a combined 3-12-1. The Eagles would actually be the division champs right now at 1-2-1. Washington and Dallas 1-3. The Giants certainly not out of it, even though, CD, they're 0-4 right now.
Yeah, this is unbelievable when you think about it. If we were talking soccer, we'd be talking relegation, wouldn't we? Right? Would this division even exist next year? But there is potential there. The Eagles came alive with a big win on Sunday Night Football, beating San Francisco in San Francisco. Washington, they're trying to hang in there. Dwayne Haskins has to play better. Dallas should be the team. They've got to fix their defense. And the Giants, they may be 0-4. They're going to fight hard, but I don't think they're contenders in this division.
Incomplete. He had his hands on it, but couldn't pick it. But it's now 4th down.
Certainly no lack of aggressiveness here. They were hoping for the home run play to get them 6 points. They're hoping for a catch, maybe a call, but they figure they can at least get into field goal range with a completion.
Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Rayshon Jenkins picks it off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
They'll take over 1st and 10. At the 17-yard line.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete.
Incomplete. Eli Apple on the coverage.
Not time enough for a play and then a timeout? You wouldn't think. So with 4 seconds left, they're going for it. The final shot before the break for Herbert. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. And with just 1 second remaining in the first half, they'll call the timeout.
And it's 3rd down.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. The final shot before break. Herbert. Strong coverage by Carolina. And on we go to 4th down. And that'll do it for the end of the second quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Chargers going to get the football first here in this second half, and they trail as we get back underway. Taken from about the 12. And a nice return sets them up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
With that, let's look ahead to Week 5, Charles. Some of the big games coming up as we continue into October. Starts with a good one Thursday night, 3-1 Bucks. The 3-1 Chicago Bears. That's Brady versus Foles. I'm sure we'll hear plenty about that. And then Indianapolis at Cleveland. One of those teams, Charles, is going to be 4-1. What else do you have on the docket?
Yeah, well, don't forget Minnesota. They're coming off their first win. They go to Seattle. It was 4-0, and that's a Sunday nighter. And then the Chargers at New Orleans on Monday night. I think Justin Herbert having to face Tom Brady and Drew Brees in back-to-back weeks, not something you would dial up. But this kid seems up to the task. He's played well despite the fact the Chargers have struggled with their record.
And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
It's 4th down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on 4th. They're indeed going for it as they look to throw. He's going to look for Allen now on the deep ball. And they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. The first half did not go their way, and that's not going to help matters at all. An interception here on the opening drive of the 3rd quarter.
Obviously not what they were striving to accomplish. But you know who's really upset on their team? The defense. Already trailing. They're going to be counted on to try and hold that score at least where it is.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. No gain on the play, and now they're faced with a 3rd and 1.
No gain on the play. Brings up 3rd and 1.
On 3rd and 1, here's Bridgewater. And he took the contact as he was throwing it, and the ball drops incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll run for it with Davis. And he's got the first down yardage as he takes it down to the 49. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. That'll be caught by his tight end, Ian Thomas. Now the ball comes loose and picked up by the Chargers. There are 2 words that we hear coaches say all of the time. One starts with a B, one starts with an S. Ball security.
And they preach it. They have it up in meeting rooms, right? You see the signs. They talk about it all the time. But still, when you got defenders out there who are preaching, hey, we're going to take the ball away from you, no matter what position you play, you've got to take care of the rock.
2nd and 10 now, 3rd quarter from Charlotte.
1-yard line.
Once more, here's Eckler. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. Give him 3 yards, and now they're left needing a conversion here on 3rd and 6.
3rd down.
Here's Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. Play action. It's Herbert. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it. And he goes down. I don't care if you're taking it around 1, you're undrafted, whatever. As a rookie quarterback in this league, you're going to have games where you face adversity like this.
Lessons. All the time you're going to face these lessons. The key for this guy is, will he be able to bounce back in the next one? Because.
And now here is another interception. Jeremy Chin picks it off. And this will have been returned to right around the 38-yard line. And you have to wonder, Charles, a game like this, 5 interceptions, what does this do to the psyche of a young quarterback?
Well, based on the fact that he's still out there and he threw a 5th interception, I'm wondering if his head coach believes that he's really strong mentally and wants him to play through it. Because otherwise, you need to get him out and fight another day, because this could leave lasting damage if he keeps throwing interceptions.
A gain of 2 brings up 2nd and 8 at the 40-yard line.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Bridgewater escaping the pressure right. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll be out of bounds up near the 45 at the 44. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. Now Bridgewater. And down he goes. The pressure getting to Bridgewater. Denzel Perryman in there to get him for a loss of 9 yards, and that also leads to 4th down. And they'll try for it here on 4th. Bridgewater and company stay out there. They're indeed going for it. Bridgewater. Over the middle, open is Thomas. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. Defensively, a bit of a collapse, allowing the 4th down play to result in 23 yards. A 1st down carry for Davis. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
The tackle by Nick Vigil. That's the end of the 3rd quarter of play, with the score Panthers 20, Chargers 7.
From the 36, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked off by Michael Davis. That is the play they needed in a 2-score game here in the 4th quarter.
No doubt about it. They did what they had to do to give themselves a chance to get back into the game. They turned it over to the offense. They are now in charge.
Now they need to execute. After the turnover, here's Herbert. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. At this stage, this drive's got to be touchdown or bust because you need 2 of them.
And if I'm the offensive play caller, I'm not just looking at my dagger plays downfield. I'm looking at some of my specials, something that can fool them and give you a big play now.
With a sense of urgency.
No doubt.
And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. on second and right at a yard. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. This pass finds its way to Williams, and he'll be brought down right at the 45-yard line. Fourth quarter, every drive's so critical, and you figure may only get one more shot after this, so a touchdown's imperative on this drive.
It is, but you also have to think to yourself in play calling, don't hold anything back. Don't save it for the second touchdown. You got the first one for the second one to even matter.
That throw into the arms of Allen. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Again, Herbert. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. Derek Brown. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13.
And it's 3rd down.
Herbert off of play action. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. They snap it to Herbert. And they're going to try the screen. It's complete. And he's got the first down yardage before he's brought down at the 42. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on 4th down. The 4th down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on 1st down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert going deep here for Allen. And nearly another interception. They've been around the ball all game.
Incomplete.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
Second and 10. Here's Herbert once more. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. The rookie was trying to push it downfield, but the safety bit him.
And he'll learn that you have to hold the safety. And you do that with your head movement, your eyes, sometimes your shoulders. Hold the safety so that you can get back to the throw that you really want to make. He got so excited thinking his guy was open that he made it easy for the defensive back to go get the football.
And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 31 yards there to 1st down. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game. Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where there'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them.
That is caught. It's Anderson. Touchdown, Panthers. Robbie Anderson. His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And thanks to the interception, the Panthers offense cashes in with 6. And unable to connect, they don't get the 2-point conversion here.
You know, sometimes the guy on the defensive side of the ball, he just has a good feeling or a good read, and he unleashed his defense on that one. Boy, they stopped them in a big way.
Yeah, I hate to be cliche, but sometimes we overanalyze. They just have more want. It looked like they had more want right there.
More want and more people to the ball.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. And, of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Now a pass here caught by Hunter Henry. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Charger first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Herbert able to get this one to Eckler out of the backfield. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Off play action. Herbert. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. Brian Burns able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon. The job becomes twice as difficult now. After the sack, it's 2nd and 20. Henry's got it out on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough. Spring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. 3rd and long that time. He was trying to make something happen, but a little too risky.
Well, the field tilted on him, and what I mean by that is what you said. 3rd and long. Got to push it downfield to try and pick up the first down. Defensive backs live for this situation, and they took advantage of the young man right there.
Looking left side, that's caught by Moore. And they work this out past the 25. So this one is over. A victory for Carolina. And you've got to say, CD, it was the defense who had a big part in the W.
No, without question. When you force 4 turnovers, you get to enjoy the spoils of victory, don't you? It's rare that you force 4 turnovers and lose a ball game. That's almost unheard of. They carried this one home. You talk about celebrating with each other and being in a position where going forward, all you think about is, let's get 5 next time. They're going to be on the hunt.
So that'll just about do it for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, log on to easports.com. The Panthers are winners here as we say so long from Charlotte.
That's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way a little bit. I can't hear the hate, got a lot of it. Take these bands to the bank, let them rot in it. So much ice on me, I wish I had 2 necks. I got homies that can sleep without 2. I got homies that can sleep without Gucci and Chanel, I got a lot of it. Walk up in the spot like, hey, what poppin' in? Gon' pop it for me cause I'm rich and poppin' in. Yeah, drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. She gon' put it on me, that's a lot of it. 4 coops, 4 seasons, drop the top of it. Bust down, but my wrist, time to talk a lot of. I got both my girls head to toe designer. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit. Little bit. You ain't talking big. Get out my way, little bit. West LA, that where you find me though. Cha-cha matcha with a rockin' black clothes. Whip around that Batmobile, ducking 5-0. If you step to me, then be prepared for smoke, lil' bro. Let me feel myself a little bit. Let me blow this down a little bit. Drip, little bit. Let me feel myself a little bit.
The NFL on EA Sports brings us to North Carolina and Bank of America Stadium here in Charlotte. Just a few moments ago, this building was shaking as the Carolina Panthers emerged from the tunnel here in Charlotte. They are ready to go as the Panthers are set to match up with the Atlanta Falcons. From the 10. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
First carry for Christian McCaffrey. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on first and 10. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. Off to Thomas on the left side. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. A 14-yard pickup. That's 14 yards on 2 straight plays.
First and 10 at the 50.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. From the shotgun to McCaffrey. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line. Tackled there. 10 more there and another first down. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little oxygen over there. They have to keep moving downfield with first downs on each play.
Now this throw caught left side. Touchdown, Carolina! DJ Moore, 40 yards. And the Panthers are going to take a first quarter lead. Well, that's how they envisioned it, get the football to start the game and score.
And I don't know if that was scripted. Was it an audible? Or was it just a play call that they had in their pocket? No matter what, they had the right call on against the right defense, and they end up in the end zone.
Here's Smith to return it. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
Over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Up now first and 10 at their own 27. Now the first carry here for Todd Gurley. And he'll get about 3 here as he's out to the 30.
The tackle by Jeremy Chin. It's a pickup of 3. Brings up second and 7 at the 30-yard line.
Ryan finding Julio out wide. And he'll be upended at the 33 following a gain of 3. And guess what? It brings up third down.
And it's third down.
Here's Ryan. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's fourth down. And boy, down a touchdown already, but they're going to line up to go for it on their side of the field. He completes this to Russell Gage. And he'll be touched out here, but not before he does pick up the first.
It's a game.
We kind of looked at each other as they decided to go for it, but in the end, great execution, a 6-yard gain, and it all works out. Ryan going to get this complete to Hurst. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. 23 yards, the final tally.
First down.
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. So from Panther territory now, it's first and 10 at the 38. Off the play fake. Here's Ryan. He's going to have the hook up to Gage. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. That's now a pair of explosive plays in succession, both north of 20 yards. From the red zone now, here's Ryan on first down. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. A gain of 6 there on first. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Looking for his running back, and he's got him. No gain on that one, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Brandon, you know this is going to be discussed because this is the fear of all the backs when they run this type of a route. They've got to find the football, and sometimes they don't see the defender. And in this case, he took a pretty good shot for his efforts, but give him credit, able to hold on to the football.
They had the catch on 2nd down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at 3rd down here. Now on 3rd down, that pass knocked down in the backfield and incomplete.
Quarterbacks work all the time on manipulating a defense with their eyes and their head movement. In this case, he just stared the receiver down. That allowed for excellent coverage, able to knock that one away.
And this one is no good. He missed it. And this score will stay right where it is. And that one, my goodness, that was almost too easy.
Yeah, you're not going to have too many attempts shorter than that one. And I don't think this was blocked. That's about as bad a miss as you can have.
Bridgewater and the Panthers going to come up here 1st and 10
at the 20. Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Sideline throw, that's caught by Moore. He's got this almost to the 40 before going out. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start. Here's another 1st and 10. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Allen Bailey in on the stop.
At the 44-yard line. It's a gain of 5. Brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 44. Bridgewater, he's going to look deep. It's caught inside the 25. And he takes this thing way down into Atlanta territory. Panther. A big play there for Carolina. 45 yards.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
And here he'll get it down to the 7. He'll get 4 yards on the carry there, and we will get to the end of the first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports.
Panthers 7, Falcons nothing.
2nd and 6 with the ball on the 7. Bridgewater going to give this to McCaffrey.
And he's going to press this one forward as they stop it right around the 1. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with 3rd down coming. And he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Punching it in from a yard away. And the Panthers add on to their lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collected victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. And they had compiled a pretty long drive last time. Unfortunately, though, it ended with no points after the missed field goal.
And that can hurt the psyche of a team because as they drove downfield, you know you're never supposed to count points in your mind until they go up on the board. But let's face it, we've been there. We've seen teams before. They were counting on those points. They didn't get them. Can they come back now, start over again, and grind it out?
To the right side and complete to Hurst. And he's able to take this one up to the 35-yard line. 7 yards there and a 1st down. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's Ryan. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. To throw again is Ryan. Caught on the right side by Jones. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. A good gain again. That's now 31 yards combined on those last two plays.
First down, Falcons.
On 1st and 10, it's Ryan. And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however. Let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away. Flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
Again, Ryan. And he gets this one to Ridley complete. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They'll get 9 there as that sets them up better for 3rd down.
3rd down.
They go play action with Ryan. He's going to air one out. And it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. Able to fall on it, but look where they recovered it. That's a big loss.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second.
And he'll air this one deep for Anderson. And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked off by A.J. Terrell. And he will bring this across midfield to the 49-yard line.
By the Falcons.
That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
12 yards is the pickup. Good for a first down for the Falcons. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. From the shotgun, Ryan. Quick hitter here, it's complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway.
33-yard line.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Ryan being chased out. And he is going to be taken down. They got him. As that is going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Stephen Weatherly in there to take him down on what will take us to the 2-minute warning. So the sack pushes him back, and now 3rd and long for Ryan and the Falcons. From the gun, it's Ryan. Going for the deep ball. And that will be incomplete. They weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
Looks like Ryan's going to stay out there. Indeed, they're going to try for this on 4th down. They're going on 4th down. It's Ryan looking deep for Julio. And yet again, Ryan is intercepted. Picked off by Eli Apple. On 4th down, that turned out like a punt. Maybe he was better defensively there just to knock it down.
And you know they go over those situations. All right, 4th down. Where's the ball? Where would we get the ball? but instinct takes over, and when it's in the air,
the ball comes out, and the Falcons grab it. And he'll take this down inside the 15-yard line. Always costly to cough up that football. These defenders, they become so adept, though, at jarring it free.
Yeah, it's amazing that there aren't more fumbles caused, because now, if you're an offensive player, you go through ball security drills every single day. It's really not out of line to think that you take the ball to bed with you and just hold on to it. But the bottom line is, no matter how much you try to protect it, these guys are pretty good at finding ways to knock it out.
Second down and 3. Ball on the 7.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
Now a second down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. The intended target was Calvin Ridley, and it's 3rd and short. Incomplete. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3.
3 yards to go.
They'll try and pick up the first with Gurley. And he is into the end zone for a Falcon touchdown. Taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Falcons have cut it to within a score. And his kick is right through.
Makes the score Panthers 14, Falcons 7.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. A short kick taken at the 18. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well. So that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
At the 31-yard line.
Just like that. 54 Mike. Check.
On 2nd and 9, Bridgewater. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, Bridgewater. And that is incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
And the punt team on now as this one's sent away. Fielded just inside the 30.
A nice run back there off the good punt. It's a 16-yard return.
And the Falcons will be taking over 1st and 10. Very good starting field position for the Falcons offense as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. And now a throw on 1st down there, but it's incomplete.
Intended target on that one, Russell Gage.
That'll bring up 2nd down.
Well, hey, you know what I want to do? Let's take a look at some of the leaders right now around the National Football League, because some impressive numbers. Although the Cowboys are struggling, Dak Prescott, almost 1,700 passing yards. He's on pace right now for better than 6,700. Russell Wilson, we know how well he's playing. 16 passing touchdowns. That's on a record pace. Rushing-wise, Dalvin Cook, 424 yards. He also leads the league with 6 touchdowns. Had a huge game against the Texans in Week 4. And then, yes, we have to talk receivers, too, don't we, CD?
We certainly do. How about DeAndre Hopkins leads the league with 39 catches. A nice move for him to Arizona. In terms of yardage, you got 3 guys over 400 yards in a tight bunch. Stephon Diggs, DK Metcalf on top with 403. Amari Cooper just 2 yards back, and Hopkins just 6 yards back. So what we're finding is that offense is really going crazy here in the early going in the NFL. Take a look at the holding calls across the league, partner. They're way down. I think that's promoting offensive football.
And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away incomplete.
2nd and
now that'll bring up 2nd down. Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. to throw again. Ryan. And he finds a man with a crossing route. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9. A really good pickup of 28 yards. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. On 1st and goal, Gurley. And he'll take it into the end zone. Touchdown, Atlanta. Todd Gurley. As the first half is winding down. And it's a fake. They'll try and throw for it. CD for them. This has just been an offensive explosion here in the second quarter.
Yeah, held scoreless in the first quarter. Now they find the end zone again here in the second. Sometimes you just have to have some patience. A lot of people think it's always an adjustment. You have to change what you're doing. Sometimes you just have to do your game plan just a little bit better. And I think that's part of what we're seeing here.
Fair catch called for and made at the 16 or maybe the 17-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10.
So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10.
They'll indeed start on the ground to run that clock. And he's not going to go anywhere as they get him down behind the line of scrimmage. The Panthers going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 14 seconds to go in this first half. On 2nd and 11 now. Bridgewater. He's going to air one out for Anderson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick.
By the Falcons.
Likely time for one final snap as they start out 1st and 10. They'll indeed try to run it out as they start on the ground. And defensively, they're just looking to keep him contained as they're able to get him down. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. Final play of the half. It's Ryan. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
To kick off for Carolina.
The Falcons back to receive. They've got the lead, and they'll get this football as the second half gets underway. Oh, a dangerous return man showing it here. And they'll be set up pretty nicely here as they have it up to the 35-yard line.
Their own 35-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive. The Falcons offense at the line. They have the lead. Now they'll be looking to extend that lead.
And this is where I enjoy talking about one of my favorite subjects, tendency breakers, or counters as I also like to call them. You've done things in a certain way in the first half, and they've had ability to see what you've done. They're going to make their adjustments. So guess what? You adjust yourself and try and stay ahead of the pace because you are looking for some separation in this ball game.
The adjustment to the adjustment.
Without a doubt. Show him one thing, hit him with something else.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Good yardage as he rumbles for 24 out of first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Trey Boston. He's at the 30. 10. And he will score. Touchdown, Panthers.
Well, I think we all know the turnovers have a way of deciding games, and before you say something snarky, I realize that's not particularly astute. But in this case, how about the evidence right here in the 3rd quarter? They've got the lead, moving the football, things looking good, and then...
Yeah, so now a flip on the scoreboard with that pick 6, and I don't know, the rest of this second half shaping up to be very interesting.
Falcons 15.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. Here's Smith to return it. Now a hit and a loose football.
As that ball got away from him and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball. All the things he hears all week in practice, he didn't carry it over into the game.
Here's a run on first down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Brings up second.
Throwing is Bridgewater.
Falcons 25-yard line.
Oh, and Bridgewater intercepted for the third time. Picked off at the 16.
By the Falcons.
So that now back-to-back drive, CD, that have ended with an interception.
Now, I don't know about you, but I'd call my quarterback over, put an arm around him, and say, hey, take a look at the scoreboard.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. He's at the 50, 30,
Ooh, Lord have
past
mercy.
the 20, 10, touchdown, Falcons.
The ball carrier.
Todd Gurley, 84 yards. And the Falcons are an extra point away from tying the football game.
The Falcons will line up.
Go ahead and give him the hat trick. He's been in the end zone now 3 times.
You toss your fedora first, okay? You go ahead and do that. But let's be honest about it. That third one, that's the most spectacular run he's had in the ball game. It's almost as if he's been playing his own game of, can I top this? And each run has been more spectacular than the last.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. And a fair catch called for and made just outside the 15-yard line.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 16-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. That's over 40 yards of movement with those last 2 plays. From Falcon territory now, here's 1st and 10, right at the 40. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 12 more yards there and another 1st down.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
A 1st down throw for Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be a couple yards shy of the red zone here at the 22-yard line. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
At the 22-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. This will be caught inside the 10. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another 1st down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Defensively, we always know that he is tough in run support, and I think the way that he gets there is he understands what an offense is going to do before the ball's even snapped. A great job of scouting prior to the game, then reading, reacting, and taking the right path to the ball carrier.
Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. McCaffrey. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th. Bridgewater to throw for it on 4th. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Grady Jarrett. And the Falcons defense stands tall. They'll get the football back. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll try and start the drive with Gurley. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 19-yard line.
They'll stick to the ground game with Gurley. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
It's a gain of a yard. And it's 3rd down.
On 3rd down, Ryan looking downfield for it got his
Don't worry
man
about it,
complete.
I ain't worried about it. Let's go.
The 30, the 20, 10, 5, touchdown, Falcons. Julio Jones, an 80-yard touchdown, and the Falcons have retaken the lead. We've seen these two, Matt Ryan and Julio Jones, connect quite a few times over the years. It never gets old.
It never gets old. Well, maybe for the defense it does, but not for us who are watching it. And Julio, every time he steps on the field, you can just about mark him down for 100 yards. That's about his career average per game. But think about this. Getting in the end zone has always been a struggle for him. He gets the big yardage, but he doesn't get the touchdowns. Not this time. No matter how many people were kicked in coverage, he found a way to beat it.
Fields this way up at the 17. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
25-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go-around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board. So let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot. On first down, this is McCaffrey. And he gets us down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. 8 yards on the pickup, and now they'll have some options on second and short.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2.
Bridgewater now. That's to McCaffrey, complete. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. A gain of 13. It's a first down. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Shotgun handoff down to McCaffrey. 9 yards on the gain there, so from 2nd and 19, now we've got a 3rd and 10.
Down by Deion Jones. A gain of 9.
On 3rd down, Bridgewater. And it'll be caught in the end zone for the Carolina touchdown by DJ Moore. DJ Moore, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Panthers are now an extra point away from tying up this game.
Point is good.
Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And an important one that is, as we are all tied now early in this 4th quarter. Here's Smith to return it. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
About set to begin their next drive, the Falcons offense at the line. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Terrific running there to start the drive as that's going to go for 15 and a quick first down as well.
On the tackle.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
Gurley again here on first down. And he will be brought down at about the 43 that time. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
They went right back to him, but he pretty much had nowhere to go on that play.
Yeah, the previous carry looked pretty good. That one, maybe he was a little tired. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe he should have tapped out and had a second back come in and maybe make that run. Who knows?
Now on 2nd down, this is Gurley. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. 12 yards there and a first down. So on the heels of the run by Todd Gurley, another 1st and 10. Now a handoff as they run left side. And he's going to be met at about the 43. Trey Boston up to make the tackle.
Down by Trey Boston. 2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8 at the Panthers' 43-yard line.
Now a handoff for Gurley.
Give him 3 on the run there. Now they're looking at a 3rd and about 5.
At the 41.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. So it's Falcon football as we welcome you back. And they're facing a big 3rd down now in this tie ball game. And he gets it down a yard or 2 shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. They get the first. The decision to run on 3rd and medium winds up being a good one. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. Back to the workhorse today. It's Gurley. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Justin Burris on the tackle. 8 yards on the pickup. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 24-yard line.
Another carry now for Gurley. And he'll get it down this time to the 17.
But they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
On 1st down, it's Gurley. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11. Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Here's Ryan. And that's going to be caught. Touchdown. And they've broken our tie here in the final minute.
I don't know how many more of these my heart can take, my man. I just don't know. Another big touchdown late in the game. They look like they're in control, but still, there's a chance. Block the extra point, go down and score, kick the extra point themselves. They can pull this one out.
Yeah, but also on the sideline that just took the lead, you got to get your defense ready and the special teams unit for the kickoff coming up.
Yeah, you're exactly right. Got to pull everyone together, make sure they're still focused and aren't already celebrating a win.
And he is going to lose yardage here.
The score, Falcons 35, Panthers 29.
Now following the touchdown, Hoff-Richter to kick off. This is taken just shy of the 10.
And he'll be out of bounds here, a yard shy of the 25 at the 24.
At their own 24-yard line.
This Carolina offense at the line, ready to go. One possession game. Time very much a factor. How does the offense handle this situation?
Well, in a lot of cases, they should be somewhat relaxed. And I know that's counterintuitive because this is a pressure situation. But this is Friday practice every week of the season. You go over this situation, having to go downfield, limited timeouts, got to get out of bounds and keep the drive going and set yourself up. Defensively, you can't just lay back and let them do whatever they want. So it is a cat-and-mouse deal here. How much pressure will the defense...
And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds left to play.
So Bridgewater needing to work a little magic after that sack on a 3rd and long.
Back to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And a timeout is called. So now you're looking at probably just one final play from back in their own territory, and they're going to need a miracle. So down 6, and they know they need this one on 4th down. Here's Bridgewater. He's going to let it fly. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked up by Keanu Neal.
So the ball down to the 16 here for 1st and 10.
16-yard line.
On the handoff, it's Gurley. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So time runs out. It's a victory for the Atlanta Falcons, and it's going to be their defense that gets the ink in the headlines tomorrow, and for good reason. They forced 5 turnovers in this game.
And while we were watching this game unfold, I kept thinking about when we did our training camp tour and something that you noticed along the way. Just about every camp we visited, when the defense got together, everyone was doing ball drills. Defensive linemen, linebackers, secondary, because they understood how vital it was to take the football away. And they wanted every opportunity. When the ball was knocked free, they want all those guys to be familiar with touching the ball so they could pick up the fumble or get the interception. And we saw it pay off in this one here.
Yeah, 5 times. They'll remember this one. That'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our hardworking crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. For more, find us on Twitter at EA Madden NFL. Till next time, we say so long from Charlotte.
Freaky.